Hey everyone, thanks for jumping here back again. Today we're going to be talking about Elrond's native token, Egld, and we're going to be looking at the current momentum. We are going to be checking if it's a good time to accumulate Elrond or if we should wait for any further corrections. But before we do get into this one, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, leave the video a thumbs up and a comment, as every bit of support helps us moving forward. Also, check out the Telegram group. I'll leave a link in the comments down below. Let's get into this one. So, we've talked a lot of times lately about Elrond, and we say that whether we like it or not, Elrond is due to a correction, and Elrond is in need of a pullback because of the unhealthy move to the upside to $555 or $560 depending on what exchange you use. We got some backlash and hate for that, but we ended up getting a retracement. Now the price dropped to the white line right here, which is our macro scale support. Now this line is very important because it has defined our trend for almost 2 years now. It's true that Elrond has had 2 or 3 big corrections along the way, an 84% move to the downside right here last year, another 80% move in Q2 of this year, and a 45% move to the downside a couple of months ago. But no matter how many times we drop, we always revisit our macro scale support and bounce back up from it. And each time we drop, Elrond stands up stronger, rallies again and creates a new milestone and a new all-time high. And this has basically been since Elrond was at a few cents back in March last year. So we've come a long way, to be honest, but now Elrond is at a very critical point because we are slowly going below the support line, which means that the trend is slowly changing. If we manage to go back above it, then the trend will continue going into 2022 and we will most likely create new all-time highs along the way. However, if we don't manage to go above it and we keep trending below it, then I'm afraid that the fallout will continue. The bleeding for Elrond against the US dollar will continue. Another important thing is our bull market support band, and this basically defines the type of the market we are in. If we are above it, then we are in a bull run. And if we are below it, we are in a bear market, or let's say a mini bear market, a small one. And each time we went below it, the price dropped massively. We've had a 70% move to the downside right here after we dropped below it, another 40% correction right here, and the last one was basically this year. Elrond went below it and experienced a further pullback, a further fallout of roughly 65%. Now we are at a very critical point. As you can see right here, we are coming again in contact with it in hope that we hold it. Also, if we pull up the stochastic RSI, and this is basically a momentum indicator, we can see that we still have a downward pressure indicating that the prices will continue dropping on the long term. Keep in mind, this is on the weekly, not on the daily. Now, if we want Elrond to go back up on the macro scale, we need the blue line, which is the stochastic line, to go above the moving average line, which in this case is the orange line, and start a race against it while going to the upside. Something like here, basically, a cross between these two lines, and both of them should move to the upside. But till now, we don't have any signs of that. Yeah, sure, if you go on the daily, we have a beginning of an upward pressure, we can see it clearly, and this can mean that the prices can go up 5 to 10%, taking us back to 280, 290, or even $300 if we are lucky enough. But this doesn't mean much, honestly, because as I said, on the weekly and on the bigger picture, we still have a downward pressure willing to push prices further down unless we get a shift in the trend, unless we get a shift in the momentum. And of course, this is possible, but we still don't have any early signs of that. So be cautious, please. To conclude, we went massively up in the last 2 years. Elrond basically did 1000x. So having a pullback and a retracement is totally expected and normal. And again, just to confirm, the prices can go up in the short term, so basically in the next week or two, but nonetheless, we still have a downward pressure on the weekly, which is concerning for anyone willing to jump in. So stay safe. This was about it, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it, and peace.